Paddy, do you want to kick us off, please?
Clean sheet, away win. Don't quibble with that any time, I guess. But what's your assessment overall?
Assessment overall was I was really pleased with what we did without the ball today. It's something that I've been speaking about an awful lot over the last month. We're coming here to a team that are possession based, and I've seen them play through a number of teams. And you know, my message to the players was we need to be more disciplined, more organised without the ball. And today I felt we was. We created the 3 big chances in the first half. Donnell's intercepted one and put Timu through, and the keeper's made a good save after like 20 odd seconds. You know, and then we've got the goal from the corner. Again, we've pounced on a square pass, and Sarge has gone through and just dragged it wide, and Gabby's put a glorious ball just underneath their defence, and Sarge almost got on the end of it. You know, I felt second half we tried to hang on to a lead rather than be more progressive with the ball. But away from home, you've got to keep clean sheets, and I was really pleased with the attitude of the players today and the togetherness they showed. And I just said in there, 1-0 is probably my favourite result, because I think it just shows an awful lot of character of the team. And the lad said, surely you like 5-0, but I'll take 5-0, but 1-0 shows an awful lot.
And with a month out, the first one, the best thing you can get is off to the start you got off to. You must be delighted with the intensity from the first whistle, basically. Yeah,
it was. I mean, they played backwards, and we went and won the ball back. We went and put pressure on. I thought Timu was excellent at that. For especially the first half, his running and pressing was excellent. And Donnell's read the pass, played it through to Timu. We had a little bit much to do bringing it down, but he got in there, and the keeper's made a good save. And from the corner, and credit to Alan Russell, he's been talking to the players all week about the World Cup, and 70% of corners have been scored in the World Cup from second contact. So we worked on getting players across the front, and you know, people arriving at the far post, and Timu did what he does best.
You said, as you said there, second half, maybe they just got a little bit too protection mode. Is that understandable maybe when the results have been a little bit up and down?
Yeah, probably, but we kept them still on the outside. It was one of our big things, you know. As I said, you know, when you come to Swansea, you are a possession-based team, and a good possession-based team, and they're crossing balls into our box. I'm quite happy, because I think Ben Gibson and Grant will tell you, you can see the ball coming when it's crossed, rather than being combined in around the edge of the box. I think they had one of them in the first half where the lad didn't quite get the shot away, and that's where they cause you problems. I think our 2 centre-halves are quite happy to go and head balls.
Was there anything different you asked of them in possession? I mean, you've had a lot of talk about, you know, what you wanted to see out of possession, but did they move it a little bit quicker for you in that first half?
I thought we built really well in the first half. Kenny got out a number of times on the left-hand side and beat their press. Donnell linked up really well with Isaac a couple of times to break their press that side, and so I was really pleased with how we built in the first half. Second half, I felt we broke the press and went back at times, and went back to our goalkeeper, and you know, they ended up with still 11 men behind the ball, and that's something that I would expect us to be better. That's certainly at Carrow Road.
And as you say, next up is, I think, 4 of the next 5 at home. Is today a building block for you? I mean, you talked yesterday about you get a result here, that can be a big boost, and it can just inject a bit of momentum now. I
think the clean sheet's a big boost to all the players. I don't remember Gunny making any exceptional saves. I think Norton had a header second half at the far post where we just got caught inside the game a little bit, you know, but they can take heart from a real good team performance. You know, without the ball, they know they can be better with the ball, and they have been. But game plan wise, we were happy with it.
Russ Martin sat there before you came in, Dave, and he said, look, looking at Norwich, they've got players who will ensure they'll be there or thereabouts because they know what it takes to get out of this division. Is we get into the stage of the season now where you want your experienced lads to come to the fore and lead it?
I said in there, I mean, there's players in that dressing room who've been there 2 years ago and 4 years ago, and they know you have to come in and get hard-fought wins and clean sheets away from home like we've done today. You know, and that is a small building block to what we want to achieve together.
Just last one from me. No Ramsey, no Campbell today. Can you just give us an idea?
Yeah, no, I kept a couple of cards close to my chest. Obviously, AJ had a slight knee injury in Tampa. But he's back running on the grass now, so I'm hopeful that he should be back for Blackburn. Obviously, Sarge was fit. Me and Todd had a chat on Thursday. He didn't feel he was ready for this game physically, and he wanted to do some extra sessions, which I agreed with him to do. And I love that attitude that, you know, he'll be ready now for Blackburn.
Is that just clarify with him? Is there an issue there, fitness-wise, or just? No,
not issue. He just didn't feel he was in the right place, and you know, I agreed as well with what he only had got 30 minutes last Saturday, so he just felt he needed more time on the grass.
That sort of underlies the point for the players. They haven't been through a break like this in the middle of the season, and for some it would disrupt momentum. Some won't be used to that. It's quite hard for everyone to kind of deal with it, I suppose.
Yeah, it is. It's different, you know, having a 4-week break mid-season, you know, and it almost felt at times like, you know, one of them pre-season games when you're coming back, you know. But yeah, the players will all adapt differently, and they will, and you know. Just pleased that we've now got the likes of Andrew and Adam now to choose from, breathing down the necks of other players, and I think that competition is really healthy for the squad.
Just one more. Ben mentioned as well about defending with more bodies, sort of deeper in a way, which is sort of how it looked, I suppose, towards the end of that half of the game. What's important, because sometimes players can get in each other's way almost when you're defending like that. So what is the key to making that work? Is it communication or?
Communication is a massive part, but I told the lads we'll be assessing them on the distance from back to front. I think that's really important. You know, a team who are really possession based, you don't want them playing through you. So our distances from our front to the back are really important. You know, so if we win the ball and we go and counter at speed, then we have to move up from the back at speed. So we're keeping that distance, you know, together all the time. You know, they took that really well. Brilliant.
You said you want to see a different animal. Do you think you got that?
Without the ball, definitely. Yeah, I thought we were really hard to play against today. Yeah. Cheers.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.